From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Tuesday, May the 15th, 2018. Some 1,300 Palestinians are taking part in violent demonstrations today across the West Bank, marking Nakba Day, what they refer to as the catastrophe or disaster, marking the day after the establishment of the Jewish state on May the 14th of 1948. The IDF said protests were taking place at 18 locations in the area. The IDF also released information today from its investigation of yesterday's casualties at the Gaza security fence, where some 60 Palestinians were killed. The IDF said at least 24 of those people killed were terrorists in the midst of carrying out terror attacks. The IDF also released video footage of a gun battle yesterday between Israeli forces and two Hamas terror cells that tried to breach the security fence and open fire on an elite IDF unit on the Israeli side. All 8 Hamas terrorists were killed. No IDF soldiers were hurt. In response, Israeli jets targeted a number of Hamas positions in northern Gaza. Israel today also reopened the Kerem Shalom border crossing with Gaza to allow for goods to enter the enclave. Earlier this week, Palestinian protesters set fire to the crossing, destroying storage and other infrastructure. However, the Times of Israel reports that Palestinian officials refused to allow some 14 trucks into Gaza today, which were carrying food and diapers, only permitting medical supplies to come through. The reasons were unknown. The United States yesterday blocked a UN Security Council statement calling for an investigation into the high casualties at the Gaza fence yesterday. U.S. Ambassador to the UN, Nikki Haley, told the council that Hamas has been inciting to violence for years, rejecting the assertion that yesterday's escalation was a result of the relocation of the U.S. Embassy to Jerusalem.
Those who suggest that the Gaza violence has anything to do with the location of the American embassy are sorely mistaken. Rather, the violence comes from those who reject the existence of the State of Israel in any location. I ask my colleagues here in the Security Council, who among us would accept this type of activity on your border? No one would. No country in this chamber would act with more restraint than Israel has.
Germany, the United Kingdom, and Belgium all said they would support an independent investigation committee into yesterday's events. And Belgium summoned Israel's ambassador to Brussels over the events in Gaza. South Africa recalled its ambassador to Israel, and Ireland summoned Israel's ambassador to Dublin. Turkey, meanwhile, expelled Israel's ambassador in Ankara. Ambassador Eitan Naeh was summoned to the Turkish Foreign Ministry and told to, quote, return to his country for a period of time. Turkey also recalled its ambassadors to Israel and the United States for consultations on the situation. Turkish President, meanwhile, Recep Tayyip Erdogan accused Israel of being a terror state and committing genocide. In response, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu issued a statement saying Erdogan is among Hamas's biggest supporters, and there is no doubt that he well understands terrorism and slaughter. I suggest, Netanyahu said, that he not preach morality to us. In other news, researchers at Ben Gurion University in the Negev have developed a new molecule that they say inhibits the growth of cancer cells and is said to reprogram cancer cells to be non-cancerous. The research is being led by Professor Varda Shoshan Barmatz of the Department of Life Sciences and the National Institute for Biotechnology in the Negev. The molecule is called the Sirna, which, when applied to the cancerous cells, was found to stop their growth. And when applied to mice with tumors, it caused the tumors not only to shrink, but to return to their original normal state. Shoshan Barmatz said, although it is still in its early stages, we are excited with our results that demonstrate the potential of this novel molecule for cancer treatment. And that's the JBS News Update for Tuesday, May the 15th, 2018. I'm Teisha Bader.